Arsenal 4, Aston Villa 1. If you want another reason why Unai Emery had to leave Arsenal Football Club, don't look no further than what happened today. The demolition job that Arsenal put on, the clinic that Arsenal Football Club gave to Aston Villa, and the way that they completely made their statement win and annihilated that team. And don't get me wrong, right? It was quite nervy. It was a game of two halves. The first half, Aston Villa were getting more clear-cut chances. They were cutting through our defense. They were slicing us up like butter. It was literally unbelievable the way they were able to get their through balls through to their strikers from one side of the pitch to the other side of the pitch. And to be honest with you, they should have buried their chances. Ollie Watkins, he may have got a goal today, but he should have got more. And some of the misses that he had was just diabolical. I mean, we were really close to signing him last season, and maybe it was a good thing that we didn't. But overall, in the first half, it was very end-to-end. It was very entertaining. It was very nerve-wracking. And it was just a case of who was going to score first. And to be honest with you, there were chances Arsenal had in that first half, especially with Victor Gyökeres. To touch on him, I thought today he looked better, although it's weird looking at some of his stats, which is very, very alarming. He's only scored one non-penalty goal since September. We are in the end of December. We're about to approach January, and it's about to be, what, 3-4 months since he scored a goal that wasn't a penalty. And that, especially in the Premier League, and that is something that's very alarming. That's something that he really, really needs to work on. We gotta admit now, like, it's been like a couple of months since he's been at Arsenal. It's been nearly half a season, and we just gotta call it as it is. It's been very lackluster. It's been quite underwhelming. He's found it very tough. Start at Arsenal has been a tough time for him. I still back him. I still want him to do well. I still see some of the qualities that he has, and today I just think that he did get some chances. I think he had two heading opportunities that I believe should have been on target. If he got one of them on target, he would have got a goal. I think that I've seen him get on the ball between his feet and him taking a shot off, and I think it was something that the commentator says, where he just needs to be more selfish and demand the ball more and take the ball by himself and just create chances himself, because after this many months, I don't know what else he's going to do to get like goals outside of penalties. And don't get me wrong, right? I think his work rate is really good. I think the way he puts pressure on other teams and makes life difficult and becomes a pest is really good, but it does remind me of like a Lacazette. I think we were talking about the same things with Kai Havertz. I mean, Gyökeres, we want to see more from him, and I know a lot of people have given up hope from him, and just by looking at the statistics alone, I don't blame people for thinking that. I still back him because I want the big Swede to do really well, but sometimes we just got to call it as it is and just go back to the drawing board and just see where we can improve. But I still back him. Anyhow, if we were to look at the entire team, no Declan Rice. I talked about this in the previous game. At right back, one of the most physically demanding areas in the pitch, we decided to put a player that had played so many minutes in from centre mid to right back, and lo and behold, he has a knee injury now. God knows how long he's going to be out for. I hope he comes back the next game against Bournemouth, because it's still never ending. Like, the fixtures that we have, there's no such thing as a congested fixture anymore. It's just all fixtures normalized. Every 3 days there's a game. It's basically turned into basketball, even though football is a more demanding sport. The good thing is that we have players coming back. I mean, I saw big Ben White get on the bench. I saw Havertz on the bench. We didn't see Havertz come on, but I think we will see him come on eventually, because there are a lot of opportunities, there are a lot of games and a lot of rotation that needs to happen. And if we were just to talk about the guys on the pitch, big Gabriel Magalhaes, I missed you, my set piece weapon, my gladiator of defense. This guy was supreme. He got man of the match, and to be honest, there were a lot of players that could have got it, but especially from him to get that goal when we needed it for us, because that time when Arsenal were playing, it was very tense. It was a matter of who was going to score first, and whoever scored first would have took the game by the scruff of the neck, and that's exactly what Arsenal did. We scored the first goal, 50 seconds later we scored another goal, and then it went to 3s and 4s, and then that's exactly what just happened. If it wasn't for Gabriel's header, our set piece, then it would have made life a bit difficult, and it would have been a completely different game. And that's why I gotta give credit for Gabriel Magalhaes. I thought in the first half he looked quite shaky. I thought defensively he was all over the place. However, he grew into the game, and then as he managed to set himself and get comfortable, we saw what we usually do with Gabriel Magalhaes. I mean, that's why we have the best two centre backs in the Premier League, the best duo in centre back in my opinion. Timber was immense. He was doing skills and stuff, and to be honest with you, the game wasn't primarily going to the right hand side. I think Saka did get chances in terms of getting dribbles and stuff like that, but the balls weren't going towards the right hand side as much as probably it usually does. But there was a reason for that, and that's because when it was going towards the left hand side, we were a lot more clinical with it. I thought Trossard was absolutely immense. He was fantastic. The way he was dribbling past players, making the right back feel fear. Essentially, they don't have Matty Cash due to injury, due to suspension or injury, whatever the hell it is. And Trossard was putting on a clinic, putting in Capia in left back. I mean, don't get me wrong, he can play left back, but I'm not sure I'm comfortable with players switching positions like the way that they are. I'm just not comfortable with it. But I thought Hincapie did a good job. I think that when he got into centre back, he looked all right. He was able to shut up shop, although Ollie Watkins scored the goal. And might I say, that chance he had running forward and he just tripped himself over, that was probably like, I don't know, just funniest moments in the Premier League times. I mean, that was just ridiculous what he did there. But hey, whatever, what can we do? And then if we need to go up top, Zubimendi I thought did really well. Great goal, and especially from that through ball from Martin Odegaard. Odegaard was good today. I think that he was controlling. I think he was a lot more attacking and a lot more aggressive going forward, which I really like. The chip through balls that he was doing, none of them were going off, which is something that, I don't know, we just need to go back and try and work on a bit more. But overall, I think some of the passes he was doing was really good. I have nothing to complain about with Martin Odegaard. And I think with that, if we were to look at the substitutions, I think that Gabriel Jesus, the minute he came on, probably 50 seconds, and then he scored a goal. He took it back to 2007 when Kaka wore the "I belong to Jesus" top or vest, and Jesus did the same thing today. And you know what, whatever, man, if you want to do that, go ahead. And I'm really happy that Jesus has come back. Don't get me wrong, one of my thoughts about him to the side, I think that I'm very happy to see him come back and play and help out Arsenal the way that he's doing, because we really need it, and he's done really, really well. And overall, I just want to say something as well. David Raya, who is the best goalkeeper in the league? That is David Raya. I don't care, you can argue with whoever the hell you want to argue, but David Raya is the best goalkeeper in the league. Last couple of seasons he's won the Golden Gloves. The saves that he's been doing has been saving Arsenal's skin, no pun intended, literally this season. And that save that he did towards the end of the game, mind-blowing. And he should have got a clean sheet. Defense switched off, shouldn't have happened, but it is what it is. If we look at things statistically, I mean, we dominated them. 19 shots compared to their 9, 7 on target compared to Aston Villa's 2, but they had more possession, funnily enough, 52% compared to 48. But I think it was more end-to-end than people may think, and they were really focused on making sure they didn't give Arsenal any set pieces or corners, especially in the first half, and they did succeeded. But you got to give credit to Mikel Arteta. The way he changed to tactics in the second half really took Arsenal over the edge, and then we just went into turbo mode and blitzed them over the park, and that's what we managed to get, especially in this game. And overall, Gabriel Jesus, Trossard, Zubimendi, Magalhaes, all on the score sheet. Can't complain. It was a fantastic game, and I know that Magalhaes came off due to him just coming back from injury, which is really good, but we really need to rotate as much as possible. I mean, we've got Bournemouth, we've got Liverpool, we've got Portsmouth, and we're going to go back into the Champions League and eventually play like Inter Milan and stuff like that, and then we've got Man United. Not in that particular order, but to get the point across, there's a lot of games to be played, so we need to rotate as much as possible. Eze has been on the bench for quite a while now. He's due to come onto the pitch eventually. I know he's itching to come on, and hopefully everyone's rested, everyone's ready, and we can just rotate and play all these damn games. But anyhow, I'm happy about this. We got revenge over Aston Villa, sweet, and we could just move on. Anyhow, please like and subscribe. Hope to see you soon in the next video, and I'm out.